or not, in just a couple of weeks, I'll have been streaming for an entire year. What? Like, when did I get that old? You know? So, yeah, there's a whole bunch of fun stuff. And as I say, we're going to be kicking off with Detroit. A year of chimp. Zach, how are we? Um, but I've been turning over, pondering and developing and thinking about what like comes next. And that's what I was sort of gonna lay down. Now for those who wish for the skinny, happy 2020 to you as well, Zach. Nice to see you. There's been some ongoing discussion in the mod channel of the Discord with the mods on stream. You know, because they are the peeps I turn to with information, questions, advice, that type of thing. I thought it was a command telling Detroit to finally become human. I mean, put your hands up for Detroit. If I could like have that involved without like getting copyright strike, you know I would have. But yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, I wanted to just take a couple of minutes to chat about stuff because I was thinking about it, and this all sort of snowballed, if you will, from a very simple idea: the fact that unbelievably there's going to be some 12-month subs in the community in just a couple months. Which is absolutely astronomically out of this world, in my opinion, right? Just wild, off the face of this planet. And I was thinking, like, okay, what can we do? What can I do to thank? I think OMG might be one of them. To thank these people. I don't have follow age set up. I'm sorry, I don't think it works. I'm bad. um, but like, you know, what can I do? And my original idea was, especially after getting all this lovely Blind Psyche merch made and getting things like the mugs done and stuff. I originally had sort of got this done as a little tester, a little 12 months of Blind Psyche mug, all the badges on there. And subs because you don't. Fair. I understand that. Um, Little things like that because I was originally like, oh, I'd love to send everyone like a little bit of merch or something, you know. And that kicked off this kind of spiral of thinking, well, how could I do it? And sending mugs is annoyingly frustratingly expensive, especially to friends overseas and me being based in the UK for various geopolitical reasons, but also like mugs be dense and there's no guarantee that they would ship that healthily. Suppose you might say. So I was thinking about that, and then that led to a massive, I'm gonna say ramble, ramble by me, that the mods had to put up with, because basically, like I'm gonna put the link in the chat for the sake of it. But on there's like a whole bunch because one of the things that was very important to me was like allowing people to support in any way that they wanted to. Right, that includes just sharing the stream. That includes just like showing up, saying hi, lurking, watching the YouTube videos, all that type of thing. But I wanted to have as many options as possible. Offer, hello, how are we? Happy New Year, sir. How you doing? But I want to have as many options as possible. That was radio switched off, Hoppy. You know this. I want to have as many options as possible. So, like, there's the Ko-fi, there's the Patreon, there's the PayPal, there's the Streamlabs. Direct. I still haven't left Streamlabs. I've been meaning to. I'm just very lazy. That's not true. You won't let me overthrow the government to show my support. I mean, I've heard worse ideas. Let's be fair. Have you seen, well, governments? But I've been thinking a lot about that. I've been thinking a lot about what I do and how it sounds dumb, but like how services work, right? So I've said it before, I've said it again, I'll say it again. Very honestly, I'm bad at Twitch, right? I'm pretty bad at it. I'm not on it. I don't network on it. I don't watch. There's like one other streamer that like I watch religiously, Death Uniters. I'll admit it. Watch that sort of stuff every week. Only follows the laws of nature. And mainly just because I had a time, and also like I get way too sucked into like chatting to people, in chat, in who's streaming, that type of thing. So I kind of have to not do it because I'm a busy boy. I've got a lot on, right? So I suck at Twitch. I also stream once a week. There's a potential for bonus streams, but I feel like whenever I kind of want to do them, other stuff just comes up to just make it not happen. Like YouTube, I put stuff on the YouTube. If anything's kind of time capsuling it for me, it's maybe like easier to watch back than it is on Twitch if people like to just have let's plays on while they're like working or something. I also do like blog posts and stuff on the Patreon, and obviously I also do the podcast. Excited to be with you. And obviously, like when I sit back and go like, oh wow, all this has happened in what is technically still at this point, less than a year. So as I say, this led to like this big sort of procrastinating kind of self-reflection, I guess. In that I was thinking like, okay, what can I do? I'd like to give the people who support a little something back. It might have to be something like just a wee sticker or something. Was one of the other thoughts I had, right? I also thought, do the people that support on bad at Twitch, me, sees his follow, I can't subscribe, can't know for everything he does. OMG, stop it, you big flirt. But this is the thing. I'll get onto it. I was kind of thinking like, okay, well, do the people that support on Twitch actually get value out of it? Because value is very important to be like, people are nice enough to support just by turning up, just by saying hi, by sharing the stream, enjoying the stream, that type of thing, enjoying the content, right? People are nice enough to support above and beyond monetarily, and I like to think like the intrinsic value that you get from that. Now, obviously, as always, the way it kind of breaks down is like, Twitch, you subscribe, you get emotes, you get a free viewing, type of thing. Like the other platforms, the Ko-fi, Discord role, and like that, you can sort of just give any amount, that type of thing. The Patreon is tiers, and they each have their own reward. The first one is like just like $1.50, I think it is, a quid. In British money, that's like early access to all the posts, like the blog posts. Each blog post comes with audio as well, by the way, because I'm very passionate about accessibility. But sometimes people like to read things. Sometimes I like to listen to them. I like both, so I provide both. As well as the podcast. I like early access to those, which for season 2 is 2 weeks early access, by the way. So the first episode of season 2 is on there at the moment. The second one is actually ready to go. It's loaded, recorded. The post is scheduled to come out at the end of this month, and I've already got an absolute, like, I'm not going to name names, but I've got some absolutely out of this world incredible guests lined up for the podcast. I am so excited. It's really hard because people are like, oh yeah, like I'm free like now because like of like life. Do you want to record? And I'm like, yes, because I'm also like a little bit free now. And then it's like, I just want to put these out. I want to put these out because these are great. They're great episodes as they happen. So like even like what I originally set out to do has definitely like gone through a metamorphosis itself, right? As I say, I kind of suck at YouTube. I don't like make videos for YouTube. I just sort of export the Twitch streams. And I also kind of sit there and think, okay, well, what have I got time to do? Now, I enjoy writing, a critical reflection, as we might say in the academic world. Critical analysis, why I like doing stuff like reviews, that type of thing. So I think I kind of sat there and went, okay, the value is very important, what I actually provide, and like, what do people enjoy? So I've been annoying a few of the mods, sort of hitting them up, saying, okay, well, like, what do you enjoy? Jim is now a gorilla of life. What do you enjoy? Like, as I say, in the mods, whatever that means. Like, chatting to the mods, saying, okay, like, guys, what do you think? Guys, gals, people, what are your thoughts? Just because, like, I want people to get the most out of what I do, especially when people are nice enough to go that extra level beyond, right? And I have fun on the streams. Like, as I say, streaming is great fun. It's a nice time to sit and talk about stuff. And I mean, those badges, every time I look at them, they make me feel so proud inside. They make me glow a little bit, if I'm honest. And it's great just hanging out and playing games and having fun. We've got like Donkey Kong Country Thon to come back to. We're going to be playing Detroit and then going straight into What's that other one? Death Stranding. There we go. Got there. So they're gonna be two really fun games. Over the holidays, I finally finished Chrono Trigger on the DS. It only took me like a total of 12 years. I didn't play it consecutively for 12 years. I just had two huge gaps, so I just never played it. I finally sat down and finished it. That was nice. But I was thinking about all this. I was thinking about okay. And I have a lot of like streamer friends and stuff who are very like metric focused and like they have these amazing goals, and I know a lot of them will hit those goals. But I think it's hard for me to say like on Twitter, for example, if you're like following me for academic reasons, you're not necessarily gonna like, oh, and he streams too, I'll watch that. They might not just be into that type of content. I feel like the other content creators that follow me are like content creators, so they're busy making content. What's the other game? Oh, just Death Stranding, not Nepal. I'm only just consuming my caffeine. I apologize, Alpha. Because they're content creators, they're busy. I don't have time to edit. Writing and doing audio stuff is fun, and the podcast is just like I super enjoy the podcast a lot. However, having said that, like my Twitter following has grown like nearly 5 times, nearly like 500 followers, which is wild. That like that many people could see my tweets. Not even that they do, but they might. Is a bit freaky. Like kind of bends my mind a bit. Twitch wise, like we had over 100 new people follow. In the space of the year since starting, which is wild. I've got some really fun stuff planned for if we hit 195, 195, 200 this year, which would be cool. But it's like it's difficult for me to be like I want to focus on this. So I kind of said, well, really, the best way I can meld those together is kind of the Patreon. And what's happened there is that there's an excessive blog post, and the podcast goes there first in terms of like the YouTube video and the audio, and then all those goes out like sort of normally. I should just have a website, but I'm too cheap to pay for one and build on. So what we've got, rightly or wrongly. And then I'd say so. This then circled back around to this merch debacle, and I wanted to like try and supply something, and then Patreon were like, we now offer merch tiers. Big long discussion again, lots of maths that I annoyed the heck out of the mods with. But I have some questions I need to ask Patreon. I was speaking to someone and they actually brought up the valid point of like, okay, but say I'm paying $20 a month, like £15 for one of the tiers to get say a mug, right? You've got to do that 3 months to get it on through Patreon's rules, right? That's quintessentially $60 for a mug that's maybe worth like 15, and then obviously the rest of the money, and then like if people like they like the Twitch emotes and stuff, that's like on top of. So I originally was like, okay, what if I just said I'd gift you the sub, keep that? Because at the end of the day, revenue split is full transparency, much higher on Patreon than it is on Twitch. It's 50-50 on Twitch. It's basically sort of fee based on Patreon via a smaller percentage. So like even with all their fees, I still retain much more than 50%. For sort of like the same price kind of thing. Full transparency. I have no problems admitting that because I'm not in this for the money. It's like about that. It's that value element, right, that I'm bringing to yourselves. And I'll be really honest. I was just procrastinating, and that I was like, it was a really nice thing to be distracted by the idea of being able to give gifts to people that want them, and like how to sort of provide the most centralized content, right? So I have a few questions for them. And as I say, someone pointed out like that's quintessentially $60. Even if you take the, I think is it $7? It's regional pricing for subs now, so I have no idea how much they are, but like $7. Even if you take away that 20, and you take away the cost of the mug, that's still like an extra $20 that could have been used for something else. Like other than just like outright support on the tier. So I then thought that's actually a very fair point. What about if I just sort of looked at opening like a Redbubble or something? Just like a merch mini store where you upload the art and you can basically take any of the patterns and put them on whatever you want. So you can put it on a t-shirt, you can put it on a jumper, you can put it on a sticker, you can put it on a mug, and you could just do that yourselves. It kind of live homogeneously. There are no sort of fees per se, but as far as I'm aware, that works by they charge for the cost of the item plus their profit. So say like with a t-shirt, they'll say that's like $18, right? And you can mark up the percent, so say like 25. The whole thing costs $22 or whatever. I keep the 4, they take the 18. There you go, and then I can only withdraw that when I've say like accumulated $20-$40 worth. I can't remember what it was. I literally looked at this like yesterday and today, so it's all sort of a bit jumbled. So I thought about that, and I was just like, all I really want to do is just give back to like the people who've been nice enough to support and that sort of thing. So I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna do, but I was like, the future of the content, because even like Blind Psyche itself, it was like it was the stream originally, and now it has become its own thing, and then it is the blogs, it is the podcast, it is the stream, it is like the videos that go out. Again, if I had time, I'd like to do more kind of like direct videos, but the bits of content creation I enjoy the most are this, engaging with you people and sharing like the experiences and moments. Like Detroit, we're gonna be making some choices. It should be fun, should be a little bit wild. I don't know, let's find out. I kind of enjoyed that more than like going like direct to video, if you will. I don't think that I kind of, not perform is the word, but I just enjoy this a lot more. I think it brings out the best in me, in the same way that I think like writing does, or the podcast does, as opposed to just me like editing together a video. I also don't think I have anything interesting to say. Show us a vinyl. Oh, okay, Bob. I'll give you a free one in just a second, because I got a new one over Christmas. So I'm going to show you all that because it's absolutely freaking amazing. I'm also going to actually do a proper table with all of them on, because we're in the new year. That's a me problem. Don't worry about it. But Bobby, how are we? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so I've been sort of tumbling all this around my mind, because I say the stuff I just got made at a local print store. I also got. Oh, I just jumped a little bit. Thank you for the follow. it doesn't matter. You were subbed. That's arguably more important, right? So yeah, they're the kind of things I've been thinking on, because at the end of the day, the content that I produce is still going to be, like, you know, the stream. It's still going to be the Let's Plays. It's still going to be the podcast. It's still going to be the vlogs. But I've as I say, I've been chaining all that over, and it's good. You know, it's a thing that I do and I enjoy it. But I was thinking about that, and I sort of wanted to get all this down in the public forum to everyone and say, like, who doesn't want a cool Blind Psyche mug? Thing. So that's that. that's what I've been thinking about. I want the mug as we sort of get to, believe it or not, an entire year of the stream. Glitch in the Matrix. Which is wild. It's a couple of weeks away though, so I think like the big party is going to be 22nd. 2 weeks. When's 2 weeks? Oh no. Oh no. Bob, you've just shown me up. Woo! I may have forgotten to put an alert on for 10 months. Bob, I'm sorry. Yeah, we got time though to sort all that kind of stuff out. In the meantime, if you want to know where any of these things are, check out that link. The most important ones.
Yikes forever.
You will also suffer each month for many, many years.
I love this quote.
And society will treat you like garbage.
Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I think I need some emergency glitter. So much better.
Do you know what? I freaking love that game, you know. OMG, thank you for the gifted sub to Zach. Such a terrible, wonderful game. OMG, what little misfortune there is. I recorded a Let's Play of it, which is actually on my next link, so excellent timing, OMG. On the Patreon, like you can find that in the VODs. It's free to access. I'm sure it is. If it's not, let me know. That was an adventure, and I still love that game a lot. Big content warning on it. Like big CW on the game. Lot of very dark and trippy stuff, but hilarious. And actually, weirdly enough, it gets less dark as you go along, and fantastic. Where was I? Yeah, that link, that one, and then the podcast, because season 2 is legit gonna be out of this world. I could not be more hyped for it. The guests that have agreed to come on the show. Oof, let me tell you. Club Penguin. Look, my Club Penguin is secret. We don't talk about it, alright? Right. Wait, hold on, let me actually finish this. OMG being super generous with the sub. Alright, Bob, we'll catch you back in a little bit. But yeah, Zach, look at that beautiful bronze banana. Back with that 4th month total. Beautiful. It looks good on you, I'll say that. But with all that in tow, I am thinking of the future. I want to develop. I want to continue to grow, and to flourish with yourselves. And I want you all to have a good time. That is the big one for me. Now though, at least something looks. Hey Zach, look, come on, hey, don't hit me with this. All right, you're all beautiful. Would you send me a T-shirt with it on? I mean, just the fact that like OMG is incredibly generous, or like with something particular. I also thought I muted this. Pardon me. Let me just put that onto mute. It's on vibrate, but then the vibrate goes off. It's quite loud. But yeah. So that is the whole thing.